Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee Marci Nettles, and we are extremely honored and excited to be your presenters tonight. We've got a great time in store for you. Get your notebooks out, get ready to take notes, and open your minds. But before we get into the content tonight, let us just take a little while and tell you how we became your presenters tonight. So, as I said, my name is Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years and AM talk radio host. Health and wellness is my specialty, my passion, and very, 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 very influential in that and extremely passionate about it. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona and a very popular weekly radio show. And at the height of my professional career, I found myself becoming a father and really having no time in my calendar to be one. I wanted to be influential in my children's lives. I wanted to be a part of their upbringing and teaching them my values, but my calendar had it such that I had no time for that. It was all business, 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home, and every single second of that away from my children. So it was something that when I saw this information, it allowed me to go from an incredibly dark place, because what people saw on the outside was a successful business person making good money, helping lots of people. But what they didn't see was a horrible father in his heart, wanting to be a dad, but having no ability to. And by the time I saw this information, my son was 3 and my daughter was newborn, and I was at a very desperate place. I would just call it a crossroads. And this information, after I saw it, implemented the products into my practice. A year later, sold my practice, canceled my radio show, and I've been a home-based entrepreneur ever since, literally creating a leveraged income with my beautiful wife, Marci, who I met in this business. We are now home-based parents and grandparents and making a difference, not just in my town and only when my practice is open, but all around the world, literally in 18 countries, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the most important and the most amazing part is I met this beautiful woman here, my wife, Marci. But how did you get involved?
Well, you know what? This is my first time ever doing something like network marketing. I was actually a police officer by career. That's what I chose to be. When I was 30 years old is when I went through the law enforcement academy, and I loved it, and I was really good at it, and I was making good money. But when I went through the police academy, my kids were only 6 and 9 at that time. And so just like many of you, I had to make the same hard choices every single day on when do I go to work and when do I get to be home and to be that parent, right, that we all wanted to be. Well, for me, I chose graveyards because that way I could be home when the kids got home from school, right? And I was, but I was always tired. I was always exhausted, so never fully present. And I still feel like I missed out on a lot of their growing up years. You know, something else that I experienced was that I came to understand that anytime that you have a skill or a trade or something that you give to someone else, that they put a value on it and you have to give it before they'll pay you so you can pay your bills, you're never fully in control. I learned that in August of 2009 when I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career. I ended up needing spine surgeries. I had a brain injury, and I started going through a lot of loss. Lost the ability to pay my bills and provide for my children. I lost the ability to maintain a marriage that was already struggling because of the financial stress. I was going through a lot of pain in my body, and my mind was not quite the same because of the brain injury. I went to a point to where I got really depressed, and I told my doctor, and so he got me more prescription medication. And these labels had warnings on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And I had 4 suicide attempts, guys, before LifeVantage found me. And when I saw this information that you're going to be seeing tonight, I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my mind and body working again, that I could have a purpose that was greater than myself, and that there was truly something that I could give back to the world. So I went to work. I was excited. I was sharing this with everyone. And in the process, I got to meet Dondee, which is just the most amazing man in the world for me. But all of the other people that we've also helped to accomplish better in their lives. And we're looking for more. We're looking for you. Do you want better in your life? So we're here to share with you the ultimate biohacker's guide and how you can take control of your own biology and your future with LifeVantage. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Well, this may not be for you. Maybe it is. Who knows? But the world is changing. Business is changing. We are now working in this thing called the new gig economy, where the majority of the companies in the world are going to a part-time workforce because they don't have to pay benefits and they don't have to pay retirement. So it creates a massive opportunity for entrepreneurs, for people that are looking for a way to dance to their own drum, create their own future, write their own paycheck. And companies like Uber and Airbnb have capitalized on that situation using digital technology. If you have a cell phone and you want to get somewhere, but you don't want to pay extra money and you don't want to wait for a dispatcher, you can use Uber, and they will come exactly where you are, tell you exactly where you're going to go, and obviously charge it right to your phone. Airbnb, if you've got a cell phone and you don't want to stay in a hotel, you just go on there. They connect people that have rooms to rent in their own homes with people who don't want to stay the night in a hotel. And in the process, both of these companies, both of these approaches, which are cell phone and digital driven, have become the #1 ride sharing service in the world and the #1 room sharing service in the world in less than 10 years. And they don't own a single taxi cab or own a single hotel room. That's called the ability to connect people with what they want, with people who have what they want, and doing it on a digital platform. And Facebook and Amazon have done the same thing. People want to share their stories about their grandkids, pictures of their vacations, pictures of their dinner. They want to share extra stuff they have in their garage. And through Facebook and Facebook Marketplace, people, well, put it this way, 30% of the human race is on Facebook. That's how powerful that platform is. And Amazon, I mean, come on, they changed the way people buy and sell products all over the world. They have changed the entire landscape. And every one of that you see on your screen has all done it with a digital platform through an app. And the reason why we share that with you is we set up our business the same exact way, but business has really changed, Marci, right? Tell them about that.
Yes, it certainly has. So Dondee and I have a goal tonight to be connectors for you. We want to connect you with all the pertinent information that you need to know to make the right decision for you, the next best choice. So tonight we're going to be connecting you with 6 different elements of business that need to be in place before you even consider becoming part of an opportunity. So as if we've been talking right now about trends, we're going to move into the products that we offer and why we're different, the company that produces these products, the timing and system that's in place to help you be successful, as well as the compensation plan that you can be a part of if you decide that you too want to be a connector of information with the people that you want, that want it. Because people really, truly do want better health and wellness. And we have a new technology called Nutrigenomics. It's the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes. Simply put, we can turn your body back on to take care of itself again. We're going to be sharing all kinds of third-party validation with you again tonight. We're not going to ask you to trust us, but we'll be sharing the information that you need to make the right decision to whether or not you want to be part of this projected market that's expected to be over $17 billion being spent in nutrigenomics by 2023. It's a really exciting time. The reason why is because people are wanting to be health activated. They are so tired of being hijacked.
Now, hijacked is obviously a negative term, but a lot of times we're doing it voluntarily. Hijacking is taking over something and using it for a negative or destructive purpose. Well, how about the foods that we eat when we have little time, and the drive-through at Burger King is easier than going home and preparing a nutritious meal? It's about convenience. It's about time consideration. But in that process, we're giving up nutrition. We're working 2 and 3 jobs when we were able to work 1 10 years ago. So we have more work time, less sleep time, and more stress time, causing physical, emotional, biochemical stresses on our bodies. And let's just think about the environment, the toxins and the EMF around us, and 5G and all the things that we're concerned about. Well, now we have the ability to be biohackers. Now, you might not be familiar with the term, but I guarantee you're familiar with the practices. If you've ever opted for a side salad instead of a large fries, you're already a biohacker at heart. It's just making better decisions to take control of your own biology. And why would you want to do that? Because you literally can become the best genetic version of yourself by optimizing your genetic potential. That's what the Nutrigenomics, the gene in genomics, stands for. It's nutrition, the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affect your genes. We are at the forefront of this movement. So I want to show you a quick video. Check out this video on who we are as a company, what we're doing as a company, but most importantly, why. Check this out.
LifeVantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery: A discovery that proved the people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we've been led to believe. A discovery that our genes have built-in abilities to keep our bodies healthy, and that we could tap into those abilities by communicating with our genes through nutrients. This shifted the way we see every person we encounter. It meant we could no longer accept the limits of the human condition, so we began introducing the world to biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday, that you can take control of your own biology, that your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. And we run our company the same way. We don't follow the status quo. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us, and how we can flip the switches on our built-in ability to stay healthy. At LifeVantage, we believe it shouldn't take decades for this research to get into the hands of everyday people that need it. So at LifeVantage, we're putting this research into products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety, combined with a people-first approach to selling our products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route, sold our products on big box shelves like everyone else. In fact, at first, we did just that. But then we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. We stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement, empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of a leveraged income. From a handful of people in the lab in just a few years, the movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. Our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology, using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a LifeVantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the LifeVantage app.
Since that first profound discovery, we have been relentlessly seeking to flip additional switches, systematically working our way through the most prominent theories on aging, from addressing the antioxidant theory of aging by flipping the NRF2 switch that produces antioxidants, to addressing the mitochondrial decline theory by flipping the NRF1 switch that produces mitochondria, and most recently, addressing the sirtuin theory of aging by flipping the NAD switch that increases sirtuin activity. We are fiercely dedicated to changing the discussion around health and helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. It's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 16 countries and counting, and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to 3, with over 20 additional products supporting the biohacker lifestyle. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why LifeVantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. It's why we will never stop, and why we're inviting anyone who's willing to join us. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
Oh, can you see why we're so excited? Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously. So we're excited to move into the products portion of this presentation, where we want to share with you why we're different. We're going to talk about 3 prominent theories on what makes us age and activation. So these 6 different areas is where our product catalog shares products where there's already $600 billion being spent every single year. So more than likely, we're not asking you to spend more money, just redirect it to better activating
options.
products.
And we'll start the story in the beginning with our very first breakthrough product that was taking on the free radical or the oxidative stress theory of aging. What causes our cells to age quicker than we would like them to. So we're not judging how we're aging based on how many candles are on our birthday cake. It's how we look from the outside typically. So we address the issue by combining the 5 plants that you see at the bottom in exactly the right proportion to literally lower oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Now, you might not know what oxidative stress means, but if you've ever cut open an apple or an avocado and seen it turn brown before your eyes, you know what oxidative stress is. Your body's cells endure the same thing. We just give it the ability to fight back as it loses the efficiency to do so as we age. and in so doing supports natural cellular repair and rejuvenation, and they've actually studied this in longevity. The National Institute on Aging did a 10-year study on male mice and found that it extended their life by 7%. Now, we're not obviously not mice. We have the same systems and we're mammals, but 7% to a human being is 4.5 to 5 years. And it's not just my opinion. Look in the bottom right of your screen and look at those amazing third-party endorsements from BSCG and the NSF. So that's the details on it. What about the science? Where does it come from? Really smart people in lab coats with microscopes have studied this at universities like the Ohio State University, Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, just to name a few, on their research dollars, publishing those findings in the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, the Journal of Molecular Aspects of Medicine, and the Journal of the American Heart Association called Circulation, just to name a few. You can read all of this at PubMed.gov. It's right there for you, but maybe science really isn't your deal. Maybe media coverage is more your speed. The major networks have profiled it. Major newspapers like the Wall Street Journal did a cover story on it. Major shows, TV shows, Dr. Phil, the Today Show have profiled this. And because of its intellectual property, it's patented. The 7 patents that you see at the bottom have been issued. They're not pending. That's why this is so critically important. But it doesn't just end there. That was the beginning of the story. Then we looked at the theory of aging dealing with decreased energy as we age from mitochondria. As we get older, we have less pep in our step. Look at the difference between a 6-year-old and a 60-year-old. We're breathing the same air. We're doing everything else the same. We have the same systems, but energy is the difference. And how we age. Well, the five natural ingredients you see at the bottom, when put together at the exact proportionate ratio, deals directly with improving the energy content of your cells, improving the performance throughout your body, production, cellular health overall, boosting mitochondrial energy, increasing cellular energy called ATP so that you don't need external energy. And again, BSCG and NSF approved. But we continued to pursue theories of aging. The most recent discovery we made is in the sirtuin theory of aging, which are master proteins in your body's cells which lose communication over time. So those systems that you have as a 60-year-old that are just like a 6-year-old, they just don't communicate with one another as well as they used to. That's where sirtuins and our Protandim NAD synergizer comes in, supporting healthier longevity, supporting removal of toxicity inside your cells, increasing positive mood and mental clarity, physical energy and mental energy. And when combined together, these 3 products working together create amazing. But again, 4 herbal ingredients, as you see, and again, BSCG approved. So critical approval and natural ingredients. But here's the magic in this. We call it the Protandim Tri-Synergizer. When you take these 3 products together in what we call the Tri-Synergizer stack, it has exponential benefit. So in all 3 of these examples, you see NRF2 on the left, NRF1 in the middle, and NAD on the right. These 3 products individually. The 2 bar graphs in each of those sections on the left represents what happens in the body when that single product is taken by itself, versus in all 3 examples, the 2 bar graphs on the right, or when all three products are taken together and how it influences those genes. It's unbelievable. And again, BSCG approved. But let's talk about nutrition, because we want to eat right? We want to have organic fruits and vegetables, free-range chickens, grass-fed beef, and all that kind of stuff, which is wonderful, but only if you digest it, because it's what you digest that matters. And it starts with normal gut health, called our microbiome. So we took these amazing bacteria in our probiotic, we put a patented coating on it called BioTract and infused it with Wellmune to get your immune system working better. And we realized that round objects work their way through your intestines quicker than oblong objects, which is the first benefit of our probiotic. And it's got a coating on it, so it's not neutralized in the stomach acid, which is very acidic. The second benefit, which means it's 15 times more powerful than the average probiotic on the market, because 60% gets to where it needs to go versus 4%, where 96% of it is neutralized by the stomach acid. Unbelievable approach. And let's finish this off with our brain, cardiovascular, and heart health with omega plus free fatty acids. Unbelievable benefits to the body for cognitive ability, heart, circulatory, and omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are very important, but omega-3s are much more, and omega-6s can be kind of hit or miss. So we infused omega-3 and omega-7s to maximize the omega punch here and gave it an amazing technology that bypasses the unfortunate part of most people's free fatty acids, which is the fish oil burps that are offensive, because it is fish oil, but we infused essential oil of lemon to make it citrusy, not fishy. And with technology, harboring technology of GPS location, we know exactly in what pristine oceans these pristine fish were harvested in, so we don't have to process it as much to get the mercury out, and it's amazing quality to you. So by far the best omega product out there, balanced EPA and DHA for your benefit.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to move into the optimizing your appearance products that we have. You know, the products that Dondee just got done talking about, those activation products, these are going to be supplemental or support staff type of products to those. So the Physique Smart Weight Management System is exactly what you have been looking for. If you have been wanting to shed a few pounds, lose some inches, and do it the right way, so it's permanent, right? So that it's long lasting. So if you add in first the Physique Prebiotic, this is going to be food for the probio that Dondee just told you about. This is going to help you feel less hungry, and it's also going to help maintain balanced blood sugars while creating the proper environment for probio to work properly. Then we're going to use Physique Fat Burn. This is one of my favorites, guys. This is actually going to be a product that's going to help you battle the difficult visceral fat, breaking it down into pieces that you can use as energy throughout the day, giving you that energized feeling while supporting your weight management. And because we're targeting fat, we have to make sure that we're taking care of our lean muscle mass. So Physique Protein Powder is designed to do exactly that. And again, it's BSCG approved. Each serving has 18 grams of protein, less than 1 gram of sugar, and it's actually going to deliver natural amino acids that are going to stimulate the growth of lean muscle mass and workout recovery. Amazing, amazing smart weight management system. Now, when you combine the products that Dondee spoke about and the prebiotic, you now are looking at the ultimate stack. So compare your body to a vehicle. Car that you love, your dream car. You're not just going to take care of changing the oil. You're going to make sure that you use the highest quality gas. You're going to take care of the tires. You're going to wash and wax it by hand and take care of the interior too, maintaining all of the systems of that beautiful vehicle. Well, we're talking about your body, the only vehicle you have to take you throughout life. So if you're serious about your health, this is the stack for you. From gut to brain, energy to mood, even motivation, this has got you completely covered head to toe. All right, guys, Axio, this is the smart energy. Okay, we don't like to talk about energy drinks because the ones that are generally out on the market are not good for you. We want to talk about brain food. This is going to promote mental endurance, mental acuity. How about memory retention, reducing your mental fatigue, brain fog, giving you a happier disposition, so more positive mood, and it's a super clean formula, low calorie, low carb, doesn't have anything in it that you don't want, and it's also vegan and BSCG approved. Plus you have the option of choosing decaf or caffeinated options. These are amazing throughout the day. Now for your skin and for your hair. True Science has become a beauty brand. It houses our hair care and our skincare systems. Our skincare system, as you can see here, is a 4-part system that's going to help mitigate the visible signs of skin damage caused by oxidative stress, the damage inside your cells. It's also going to help you protect your skin for a more youthful appearance. If you're looking for younger looking skin, smoother skin, more luminous and hydrated skin, you definitely need to look into the True Science skincare regimen that is also super clean. Think Dirty, if you don't know what that is, Think Dirty, Shop Clean. You can get it from your app store for whichever phone that you have. Look up all of the True Science products, and you're going to see that we have some of the most green products on the market, because what you put on your body goes into your body, and we want to make sure that it is non-toxic load. And the hair care system, this 3-part system has been out for, gosh, just over a year now, and it is phenomenal. It's earning awards internationally. So this hair care system is based off of scalp health. Way too often it's ignored, your scalp. Yet we want this beautiful, shining, luminous hair coming out of a sick scalp. Our scalp serum has actually won Best Scalp Serum by the Think Dirty app, and all of these products are rated a 2 or less, so super clean for you to be able to use. It's going to help protect against environmental assaults. It has that NRF2 ingredients in it, as well as nourishing your scalp to support normal hair growth cycle. So if you want less hair breakage, increase in hair shine, increase in hair volume, reduction in that scalp dryness, reduction in frizzy hair, then you definitely need to get started on the True Science hair care system today. Now, if you have a four-legged family member like we do that is spoiled rotten, you most definitely want to take care of them just like your kids, right? Well, this product, Pet Tandem, is actually Protandim NRF2 formulated for dogs. It's going to give your dog a shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy. It's going to support joint health, hearing, and eyesight. Plus, this product, Pet Tandem, is the first supplement to market that's formulated for dogs to combat oxidative stress. And remember, oxidative stress leads to a longer health span. All right, guys, so now you know the product catalog that we have available for you. Where did it start? The name of our company is LifeVantage. We've been around since 2003, and we actually had that first product on store shelves from 2003 to about 2009, but nobody bought it because they didn't know what it was. In 2005, an ABC Primetime investigative report came out that was trying to disprove what we were saying about Protandim NRF2, but did exactly the opposite. It became our best piece of third-party validation that we still have to this day. If you haven't seen it, ask to see it from the person that invited you to see this information. What happened? We had almost $5 million in orders overnight, and the scientists and researchers that have done the research that you can find at pubmed.gov started calling the formulator saying, we want to use your finished product in the research that we do at our labs. Finished product science is a big deal. This is not just ingredients. So we knew that the best way to get this product into more people is to do the word of mouth advertising. People believe the people they love and care about. So we switched into network marketing in 2009, and we've never looked back. We've been publicly traded this whole time, guys, so you can go and check us out. We're on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. You saw our CEO, Darren Jensen, ringing the bell for NASDAQ, the closing bell, just in January. Super exciting times. And our corporate leadership, we can't say enough amazing things about the experience that they have, the hearts that they have for this company, these products, and the people that are working here, but also for their vision on where they are going to take this company. We are super blessed to be where we're at. We are taking our global expansion very smart. We are currently open in 19 countries. The top two rows there are the 16 markets or 19 countries that we're open for business in. So people can learn about this opportunity and become distributors sharing these nutrigenomic products around the people in their countries there. The bottom row is a really cool one, though. This is our customer program. The people in these countries can actually learn about biohacking and nutrigenomic products through someone that's working as a distributor in one of the other countries in the top two rows. They can order the products and have them shipped directly to them from LifeVantage to their door. That is so awesome. And what a great way for you to be able to start building an international business. So like I mentioned, this is my first time being a network marketer. And so I knew that I needed to have a proven system in place, people that had already gone through it and had success so that I could just follow the leader, right? I had always had that dream of having a laptop lifestyle, being able to build a business from wherever I was at. And what I found with LifeVantage is that through social sharing, using the LifeVantage app, and the amazing tools and resources that we have at our fingertips, I can build my international business anywhere that I have cell service or Wi-Fi. It's amazing. So I'm in business for myself, but there's always a phenomenal team of people to connect with. Our company provides regional and corporate events basically monthly, somewhere that you can plug in and learn how to be a professional and build your belief in all of the important areas, including in yourself. But keep in mind, this is your business and you can take control on your terms. So continuing with the system, we have this amazing replicated website that comes free with every single one of the distributor packages. You can share information on the products, what it means to be a biohacker, what LifeVantage is all about, how you can make money, and so much more, including making checking out as a customer with LifeVantage as easy as 1, 2, 3. You've been talking with someone, you just create a shopping cart for them on your replicated website, and you're able to share the link that has the products you've talked about that they want to get started on immediately. All they have to do is add in their personal information, payment information, and check out. Just like that. And you've built your business. It's an amazing addition to this proven system that LifeVantage offers us. So when we talk to people, sometimes we have, things that come up that people are concerned with. 3 specifically. One is nobody makes money in network marketing. The second one is I tried that and nobody helped me. And the third is only the people at the top make all of the money. Well, this slide's going to be addressing that nobody makes money in network marketing. So we're talking about global billions of dollars per year. Now, in 2011, $158 billion was spent on products or services from a network marketing company. That jumped up to $189 billion being spent in 2019. The reason why those numbers are important is that on average, companies pay out 40% of every single dollar to the person that shared the information on those products or services, or the distributors, the business partners. So 40% of $189 billion is a lot of money that was paid out to network marketers just in 2017.
Absolutely. This all comes down to timing though. And I want you to take a look at your screen and look at the 2 different curves that you see. The first I'm going to talk about is the red curve, which is how people deal with change. And the second is going to be the blue curve, which is the life cycle of a business. So let's talk first about the red curve, or how people deal with change. I'm going to give you an example. The company Apple, when they entered the iPhone into the cellular phone market, it was already a pretty well-established market with companies like Motorola and Ericsson, and in my case, BlackBerry. I loved my BlackBerry when the iPhone 1 came out. And I remember making fun of those people thinking, why would they buy a phone from a computer company? It doesn't even make any sense. I'm really happy with my BlackBerry. So I was observing people, and when they got the phone, what were they saying? What were the experts saying? I was not an innovator. The innovators if you look at the left part of your screen, are the 2.5% of people that wanted the iPhone because it was new. They love new. People usually don't like new things. They like someone else to experience first because they're a little more cautious, or they want to see what the experts say. So people like me, I was not an early adopter even. Those are the people that want someone else to see the experience. So their phone works good and maybe theirs isn't anymore, but the person with the iPhone is, so maybe they'll jump on the bandwagon. So when the iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4 came out, the early adopters, 13.5% of cell phone users jumped on board with the iPhone. I was still that person. I want to see what the experts say. I want to see what the trend setters say. I was the early majority. The iPhone 5 came out. I jumped on the bandwagon, and now I've got the iPhone 11 and will never go back. And BlackBerry is unfortunately no longer around. So people can come in with a new idea, new technology, and take over the market. That's exactly what Apple's done. And in the process, became the world's first $1 trillion company. So that's where timing is critically important. Let's talk about that. Are people around the world looking for innovative technology, science-based ways of being healthy? Yes or yes. We own the market on that. And are people looking for ways to work from home, be home-based entrepreneurs, and write their own check? Both of those things are happening simultaneously. So now let's look at the other curve, the business S curve. The cycle of a business on the left, working right, more risky in the beginning, but more to gain. Think about how you'd feel right now if you bought Amazon stock back in June of 1997. When it was trading at $1.58 a share. It's right now around $2,000 a share. When's the best time to join Amazon? When the growth is about to happen and predictable, or when it's already there? That's what I'm telling you now. People all around the world are looking for scientific, proven products, and we have a 10-year head start on every other company in the world. And they want public companies that are transparent. We have that as well. So where you see early in our company logo, that's where we are. We haven't quite hit the asterisk yet, which is when critical mass happens, when the people find out what we have and they ride that wave of growth. We haven't reached momentum yet. That's where the business opportunity is, and we're not there yet. So the opportunity is prime for you. How do we get involved? So we take this and we call it fast tracking with the pack. So for people that are business minded, that are entrepreneur minded, that are looking to make either some part-time income, continuing in their job, or maybe even replacing their job or looking for a new career, we've got options for both. So we have what is called a gold pack for $650, which comes not with all of our products, the most popular products, and a ticket to our next corporate event where the training on how this business works and how to be provenly successful in this business. But for people that are looking to go big, to looking to make pretty amazing amounts of income and change the world on a grand scale, we have a platinum pack for them for $1,250, which does come with all of our products. In fact, it comes with almost $2,000 worth of products and the training to learn how to build a business. But what's most exciting in both of these examples is the assets that comes along with it. The entire corporate team, where literally multiple hundreds of years come with our C-suite executives of experience. The production line, the quality control and shipping departments, our customer service and IT departments that keep our businesses running, our websites running, and our apps running to the way you need to run the business, and advertising, marketing, legal and compliance, the accounting department, and our events and promotions team. All of that comes free with both of these options, so you know the business is predictably successful. So when people look at this, how do we get paid? How do I make money? Well, there is an example that you're already familiar with. You guys know what it's like to have a job. You put in a week, and at the end of giving that time, you get a paycheck at the end. This is very similar. So if you've heard when we're talking about the products, share some information about these amazing scientific products and give people the opportunity to purchase them from you. That's how you set up your network of consumers, because we know people want the benefits of these products. Or how about people that you know that are looking for some extra income? That's where you share this information and allow them to become your network of distributors. That's where our monthly, or what we call our leveraged income, is working, where people know people that you don't know, and then those people know people that none of you know, and they tell people that are looking for great products and great opportunities, and they join your business, and we make commissions. But to Marci's point earlier, there is in this business model a history of people becoming kind of cliquish. Well, we overcame that by the generational matching bonus, where people get paid in your organization, and when they get paid, you get paid. So what do you incentivize to do? Help them. Help the generations of people in your business make money, and that's how you make money. But that can also be similar in other companies. What about helping everyone, regardless if they're in your organization or not? We have what is called an elite pool, where we take 4% of global revenue every month, and we split it among the top four ranks of or the top four classifications of ranks of our business to encourage everybody to help everybody. That's how you create a community and a culture that becomes a legacy company. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, we have what is called our My Life Venture program, where we give away just $25,000 gifts like Jeeps and Rolexes and trips around the world and shopping sprees, or the good old 4-foot by 2-foot cardboard $25,000 check. If you like that, we've got that too.
Yeah. And you know what I love about that is that it's not, what happens all of the time, but it's what's possible.
It is what's possible.
If you're willing, right?
How
So
far
exciting.
can we take it?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. So because we're a publicly traded company, you need to know that. Again, we're going to remind you frequently. This information is a matter of public record, and it's legally binding, which means I'm not going to inflate it. I'm not going to exaggerate it. I'm not going to give you a smoke and mirrors. I'm going to give you facts down to the dollar. So if you look at the third column left to right, the average monthly income, we're going to talk about monthly average, because yes, people, there are certain superstars in the world that could sell anything to anybody. but that's not the average person. Let's talk about average because it's applicable. From our distributor who make $12 a month on average to our executive master pro 10s who make an average of $123,000 per month. So my challenge to you is just pick a number in that column from 12 all the way down, which you would consider what we call your exhale number. What number in that chart, if you made it every month, would allow you to just go and breathe away the stress of how the kids' braces are going to get paid for, how the car is going to get paid for, how the mortgage is going to get paid for, without having to work 2 and 3 side jobs and overtime on the weekends. That's the number we want you to focus on. So let's just, because whatever that number is, let the person know who invited you. We can show you how to make it. But let's just point out a couple here. Look at the first one in blue, our Pro 3, $636 per month on average. Do you realize that just half of that would solve 80% of personal bankruptcies in the United States? What would an extra $7,000 a year do coming into your home or the person that you know that is struggling financially? Let's take it one more step. Look at the next blue line, our Premier Pro 5, or an average of almost $3,000 a month or just under $36,000 per year, working part-time. Most people can accomplish either one of these levels in less than 4 years, working part-time. So what would it take for you? What kind of a need could it provide? Marci and I have been able to build and been blessed to build an elite Pro 9 business over the last 10 years. And we want to help as many of you get your exhale number on this chart as possible. And I want to point out to you that it is. Now, remember what Marci also said, that only the people at the top make all the money. That is unfortunately a prevalent thought process in this industry. But I invite you to look at our total annual payout, the second to last column on the right. Look at where the majority of money is being made. 8 million, 11 million, 8 million, 6 million, 7 million. Interestingly enough, it's right in the middle of our compensation plan because that's where it should be. The average person can make that kind of money or make the cumulative amount of money. And we pay the most money out to the average people in our company. That's just how it should be.
Yeah. So we're just talking about what are the possibilities, right? Well, you could stick with a lifeline option that most of us know, the traditional one, where you have gone to school, you got a job, and you plan on working an average of a minimum of 40 to 50 hours every week, working for somebody else, helping them earn, and build their dream for at least 40 to 50 years, hoping to have some time after that to live your life. Or what about the possibilities that LifeVantage could bring into your lifeline? Make this one decision now, and in 5 to 10 years, by working hard and being part of a team and being coachable, that you could start building that leveraged income, that after that 5 to 10 year time period, you could reach a point to where you could live the way that you've always dreamt that you could, because you made this one additional choice. And just keep in mind, my story is a perfect example of it. Never depend on a single income. You always need to know that it's going to take an investment of your time, your energy, effort, and financially to get that income stream started. But why not do it with a company that believes that we can make the world a better place? We start with the individual, but then we are involved in something that is so much bigger than us. We have partnered with these entities, these organizations over the past 10 years, helping to make the world a better place in the darker corners, right?
Yeah.
Bringing smiles to people that couldn't smile before. Currently, we're partnered with families helping families, where throughout the year we raise the money, and then at the end of the year, 300 plus distributors and their families go down to Puerto Penasco, Mexico, to help build homes for families that would never be able to have their own home. We furnish them as well, fill them with food and with love, because that's what this is all about. So guys, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for spending this time with us tonight. Please thank the person that invited you to see this information, because it's not always easy to invite someone to something new. And also be honest with them. Let them know where you fall. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at in becoming a biohacker? Or where are you at in becoming a business partner that's biohacking to optimal health? Just let the person know where you're at on the scale. If you're a 5, awesome. Let us know what you need to see or hear to move you further up. If you're an 8, 9, or 10, oh my goodness, it sounds like we need to get started and help you build this business today. And if this is not something that resonates, then that's okay, because it's not for everyone. But if you thought of anyone while seeing this information, please pass their information along to the person that invited you to see it, because they too deserve to know what we have to offer. And we love referrals, right? So thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. And just know this, there's people all around the world that are praying for remedies to the information you just heard, and it could be a wonderful solution to the problems that they have. So if it's not for you, build a bridge to somebody who's praying for this remedy right now. It could change everything about them and change your world in the process. So thank you for tuning in tonight. We are honored and blessed to be with you. Have a wonderful night. God bless.